I'm perfect. That girl had a shirt that said, "I'm perfect, but I'm limited edition."
I know. This is something
That's a possession.
I've wanted to talk about this for a while, to be honest. You know how you get these crazy T-shirts in English and in different languages?
Yeah.
It's just it's hilarious. It's hilarious. This whole Chinglish kind of a thing.
It was originally, I used to see that kind of stuff on like Japanese forums and stuff, like Chinglish, and then
there used to be an English.com.
Right, English.com, and then it kind of changed because China started manufacturing T-shirts for other countries, so I feel like there was more awareness, and we've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was hoping we could rattle off some of our favorites, you know, that we've seen.
Right.
My first trip to China, which was in February of 2006, right? I was walking through Dongdamen. I've got the picture, so I'm going to throw it up here.
Right.
And we're going to be going right over here.
Yeah.
There was a, like, it's got Snoopy on it, right?
Right.
You know Snoopy, the lovable little dog and all that. And it's written there in, like, really cute writing. It says, "Don't break my f***ing nuts."
Nice.
No joke. And I couldn't believe it. That's why I took that photo. How about you give us another one?
There's a little boy, I think he's probably like 4 or 5, in a kindergarten class, and he had a T-shirt that said "Too drunk to
Yeah, I love this, you know. I love the fact that we can just make this about the ones we've personally seen, because we've all seen funny ones on the internet, but the next one that really I got a kick out of is I was walking, I've also got a picture of it too. I was actually walking on a footbridge with a friend of mine, and right in front of us there was a girl, and it has like really small text right on the T-shirt at the top, but it said "Smile if you're gay."
Nice.
And like, you know, so I pointed it to my friend, and we both ended up like laughing and smiling, and we were like, damn, that's like the funniest thing ever.
Right.
Yeah. How about another one from you?
This one the picture might not be super clear, so I'll say it, but we'll put it in there anyway.
Yeah.
A man is wearing a shirt that says, "I actually f***ed a dog." And the best thing about that is it's not like I f***ed a dog. I actually did it. Like, he has to point that out.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is I actually know what that means.
What? Oh,
there's a Chinese there's a Chinese phrase that says, like, it kind of means like I got screwed over, basically, right? And just the word ordering is really bad when you translate it.
I gotcha.
So it's really kind of funny, but it's funnier if you don't know the actual meaning.
Anyway, like way back in the day, I went to a summer camp. You know summer camps, right?
Yeah.
This is before I'd gotten my first job. I was just before I got homeless and stuff. Anyway, I got put in touch with this thing up in Guangzhou, and I went up to Guangzhou. And it was basically a summer camp for Hong Kong kids and Cantonese kids.
You just got me remembering a lot of good stuff, guys.
Good. And what happened was, there was this girl, and she was like maybe 13, 14, you know, she's quite mature. And she was wearing this T-shirt, this massive big oversized T-shirt, and it had like a picture of like a tiger and stuff. I've got the picture too. Right. And it said "Devil Hunter" or "Devil Tigress" or something, and then like all around the border it says "Hunter of Sex."
Oh my god.
Devil Tiger, Hunter of Sex.
That's awesome.
It was like this 12 or 13-year-old girl wearing that. Yeah, it's quite ridiculous.
That's pretty funny. You get like, it's so funny, but it makes you uncomfortable when it's like a kid wearing like a sexually explicit T-shirt.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So you get things like anal or like things like that, and they don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't know. But I don't want to like make fun of the people wearing them, but it's kind of hard not to at least criticize their parents for buying them something like that.
If they're a kid, like, you can't blame them, but
But they're not going out buying their own shirts, you know? Like, if I was a mom, if I was buying my kid a Chinese T-shirt, I would do my best to figure out what it meant, right?
Sure, of course.
But they really don't do that. So we can go through these funny, like, ones, like these ridiculous kind of explicit ones, right? But my favorite ones, and this is what won my Chinglish T-shirt competition. Me and my coworkers went out. So you know, like every city in China has a walking street?
Sure.
So on walking streets, you'll typically get stuff that's not name brand. This is where you get these kind of T-shirts, right?
Sure.
They're just really cheap T-shirts with foreign stuff on them, so people buy them in China.
Yeah.
And my favorite, I'm going to say my favorite two. Yeah. One of them was just an entire freaking page of a book or something.
Right.
I don't know if it was, maybe it wasn't a book. It was just the most random text you've ever read, but it wasn't like jumbled letters. It was real words.
Right.
And it goes on. It was like, in the spring of 1986, I went to the cabin, as I always did every summer, and you know, we shared iced teas and lemonades, and we played in the lake and blah blah. And it goes on and on and on, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then it just keeps going, and it says, but then my grandmother showed up, and I felt the chill that I always felt as a child every time I saw her. She walked up to me, and that bitch scalded me with boiling water. As it says at the end.
That's so funny.
And it's made to look like Prada and all this stuff,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? But it has this actual story on it. I thought
So
that was
ridiculous.
really, really funny.
Straight on. Yeah, dude, another one that I saw, which was just really made me laugh, is a guy had a t-shirt on, and I think I have the picture as well. And it said on the t-shirt, "F***ing useless music."
Are you serious?
That's all it was. It's like f***ing useless music.
Nice. I feel like I've seen that. Maybe you showed me.
Yeah, I think I may have.
That probably makes sense.
Yeah. Cool.
Some of my more favorite ones are also just the really just completely don't know how they came up with this.
Yeah.
One of my friends bought it. It was a t-shirt with a picture. You know how like when a picture gets shared around too much, it gets all washed out?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that, but it was like from an 80s, train's coming by.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's like from an 80s what?
From an 80s, like a magazine advert for Burger King, okay?
Okay.
This really like tacky looking old advert. And it was obviously like they had a sale or something, so it had a picture of Whopper and like all this kind of stuff. Anyway, it's this picture of all this Burger King food, and on the top of it, in huge letters, like bigger than the picture, it just said chocolate.
Okay. That's
I
so
just love
silly.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too. You know, it goes both ways.
Right.
Yeah, because when you look at foreigners, they love Chinese characters and, you know, like, or Japanese
Especially
kanji.
tattoos and stuff.
Yeah. And they also wear just absolute jumbled up garbage. The difference is, though, is I feel like with the Chinese, you know, if you throw two random characters together, it very rarely makes sense.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but with words, you know, they
It's
they
very
make
easy
sense.
to screw it up, yeah.
You very seldom, we're going to turn here. Whatever. Just go down this way.
Thanks.
Just over here. Sorry. You know, like with words, it is what it is. It's a word.
Right. Honestly, the majority of the t-shirts are just jumbled letters. Those are kind of fun too. It'll just be complete random letters because they think it looks foreign or something and they can't read it, right?
That is pretty funny.
You know, back on the tattoo thing real quick. I know this is not a tattoo episode.
Yeah.
But I saw the most hilarious Chinese tattoo artist.
Turning left here.
That had like multiple people got tattoos from him and they were really mad because he claimed to be like really good at it. But getting tattoos is a relatively new thing in China, and you got to see some pictures. Have you seen this, like the lion and stuff he drew on people?
All right.
And like you have to, I got to put it in the video. It's the most hilarious thing you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, continue.
Looks like we've
what's this?
arrived at a really cool little temple. So
That is
how
very
about we
cool
check it
looking.
out?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Just
let's
find
do
a
that.
place to park.
Okay. Chinese Valentine's Day. Okay.
Where can we park?
I actually don't know. This place is pretty vibey though. We could take a car spot.
No, we can't. They hate
not?
that.
Do
Look,
they?
Why don't we just park like next to some other scooters here, dude? See here?
Where?
Here. Oh yeah, let's finish this sort off.
Okay.
So anyway, man, like it was pretty interesting to talk about all those weird and wonderful t-shirts, but I actually would like to use this as a bit of a warning. If you've got a t-shirt right now or a tattoo, you can use Google Translate now. You know, it's got that feature, you take a photo, or you can even just hover your camera over it.
Right.
Make sure you know what you're wearing.
Right.
Because it's so stupid. Like if I see foreigners with these stupid tattoos and stupid things, it just shows how ignorant you are, you know.
Right.
So it's a bit silly. It's funny, it's laughable, but don't be that guy.
The tattoos are less laughable. Well, very laughable for us, but very much less laughable than the person sporting them.
Oh yeah.
Poor
anyway,
people.
Anything you'd like to tell our subscribers as we head towards this temple?
Whether you know what your t-shirt says or you don't, or you royally screwed up your entire life because you have permanent ink on your body that says like Lotus Buster or something, I don't know, or whatever you got. I implore you to go downstairs and tell me the funniest bad English t-shirt you've ever seen in the comment section.
Right.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Absolutely. And whether you are a tattoo wearer or a tattoo non-wearer, we love you all the same. So until next time, kind of like this temple, stay awesome. Don't forget to check down in the description below, guys, for links to some of the interesting places we went here. A very, very beautiful little city. We visited a bunch of cool restaurants. You know, don't forget we visited that temple. All these kind of places. You'll find the links down below how to get there. And of course, we have more pictures of these crazy and funny t-shirts that we found along the way and during our travels in China. And you can expect to see them at some point on our other social media. So until then anyway, can't wait to see you next week for another adventure. Stay awesome.